Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball here on 1390 KRRZ. I am tonight's play-by-play commentator, Jared Sleppy, and today, Sabre Dogs come into this one 11-10. As for the Whiskey Jacks, they are coming off a 9-game losing streak and have dropped to 5-16. And let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. First with the Clark Division, the West Nebraska Pioneers currently lead the division by a game with a record of 14-4 as they are now on a 5-game winning streak. The Spearfish Sasquatch are in second at 14-6. They lost the other day. Casper Horseheads are 8-12, now on a 5-game losing streak, and 7 games back of the Pioneers. After back of them is the Fremont Moo at 7-12, 3 games in a row that they've dropped. And the Hastings Sawbusters blew out the Spearfish Sasquatch yesterday to give them their first win in a long, long time, as they're now 6-14 and 9 games back of the first place Pioneers. As for the Lewis division, Badlands still well in control of the division. They are at 17-5, 5-game win streak. They've won 8 of their last 10. Sabre Dogs are in second, 5.5 games back with a record of 11-10. Pier Trappers have won 3 in a row as they swept the Whiskey Jacks. They are now 10-11, 6.5 games back. In fourth is the Hot Shots. They're now 9-11. After beating the Sabre Dogs yesterday, they're 7 games back. And then in last are the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, 5-16, 11.5 games back, and on that 9-game losing streak. Sabre Dogs will have Marcelo Terrazas pitching for them tonight. It will be his debut, and he's had quite a bit of work this past year at Lyon College. He had a total of 17 outings and went for 101 innings, including an outing on February 1st where he went 10 innings against Oklahoma Wesleyan. So the dude has put in work this past year, and he'll try to continue that here in the summer. See if he can't give the Sabre Dogs their first win against the Sabre Dogs at home this season. Sabre Dogs are 3-1 against the Whiskey Jacks. They were able to sweep the Whiskey Jacks 2 weeks ago in Brandon, and they will be in Brandon tomorrow as part of a 3-game series. And we will finish up our homestand here this evening, and then after they are done with the Whiskey Jacks on Thursday, they will immediately drive down to Casper, Wyoming, and take on the Horseheads in a weekend series. And they'll get Monday off and head back here to take on the Whiskey Jacks yet again for another 3-game stand. And they'll get Friday off. So things are going to get interesting here with their schedule, especially with travel. Hopefully they can get to Casper safely with maybe a little bit of rest on the bus, so it'll be interesting. And they might get a little bit of a nap in at the hotel in Casper before they head to the field. Batting practice usually is at 4:30 for the away team. So as for the Whiskey Jacks, they will try to get their first win in 10 games, as they just have not had any games fall their way, and they will have the starting pitcher be Hunter Omlid. He has played a total of 2 games so far and started both of those. He has an ERA of just $1.59 in 11 1/3 innings. Has 11 strikeouts, just 4 walks, and 10 hits allowed with a 124 whip. A record of 0-1, just 2 earned runs allowed, not really getting the run support that he needs to get in the win column. The Sabre Dogs will try to regroup after yesterday, and it was really a rough game on all forms, as they gave up 6 runs in the 5th and 8 runs in the 6th. They dropped that game 16-5. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll have the starting lineups and much more. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ and ExpeditionLeague.tv.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. Let's look at today's starting lineups. Take a look at the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Haven't seen them in a couple weeks. They'll be playing here for the first time since May 25th as starting leadoff, and playing at second base will be Cody Kale. Batting second, playing center field, will be Jace Bailey. Batting third and DHing is Lucas Allen. Batting fourth and playing third is Hayden Stark Kennison. Batting fifth and playing first base is Thomas Alexander. Batting sixth, playing right field, Jackson Picorni. Batting seventh, playing left field, Dawson Forcella. Batting eighth and catching is Austin Trahan, and batting ninth and playing short is Robbie Merced. And on the mound is Hunter Omlid. As for the Sabre Dogs, leading off and playing right field, Wilson Rubion. Batting second, playing short, Mason Dennison. Batting third and playing left is Cruz Taylor. Batting fourth and playing first, Chauncey Callier. Batting fifth and playing second is Josh Pano. Batting sixth and DHing is Tyler Courtney. Batting seventh and catching is Justin Henley. Batting eighth and playing third is Nick Mastoni, and batting ninth and playing center is Luke Quick. So got a few adjustments in the fielding order. Cruz Taylor will play in left for the first time this season. He's played center and right both, with Quick in center and Wilson Rubion moving on over to right field. So it should be interesting as we have Tyler Courtney DHing for the first time in a couple weeks. He did that a few weeks ago. Now it was his first game back from a little bit of a rest just to kind of get his head right, and he has been fantastic since then. So the Sabre Dogs hitting kind of took a step back yesterday, but they'll have an opportunity to take on a pitching staff that has really struggled on all facets, as they have a total ERA of 5.61 as a team, and they're hitting not doing a whole lot better. It's at 224 as of right now, with 159 hits and 710 tries, with 210 strikeouts. We have 4 guys with 20-plus Ks on the season. The Sabre Dogs will have Marcelo Terrazas on the mound. Should be interesting to see how he does in his debut. Mentioned he has had quite the track record at Lyon College. He has an ERA of 3.65 in his 17 games played, and had that 101 innings with 60 strikeouts and only 15 walks to 93 hits. We'll go and take another break. Sabre Dogs and Wheat City Whiskey Jacks coming up right after these messages. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. First pitch set to get underway in maybe a little over 5 minutes from now. Let's take a look at the scores around the league, starting out with the game going on in Aberdeen as the Hotshots trail the West Nebraska Pioneers 1-0. The Spearfish Sasquatch and the Casper Horseheads just got underway, top of the first. No score there, and in the bottom of the second, the Pure Trappers taking on the Hastings Sodbusters. No score there in the bottom of the second. Also, Fremont and Badlands was set to go at 6:35. Don't have a score update from there. And then this game, of course, set to go here in just a few minutes. So, as of right now, Sabre Dogs are 5.5 games out of first as they get 4 of 6 against the Hotshots in total, as they take 2 of 1 in Aberdeen, then, or excuse me, 2 of 3 rather, 2 of 3 in Aberdeen, then 2 of 3 here at home, as they had to play a doubleheader last Thursday in order to get the Tuesday game made up, as it was rained out. And then on Friday, things started out with a pitcher's duel in which Bradley Spooner came out and started for the Sabre Dogs, and he was extremely successful in his first start. He went 6 innings and allowed no runs and just 1 hit with no walks. And then it was Nate Brenzer Mendoza coming in relief for 3 innings, giving up no runs, 1 walk, and 1 hit. It was overall just a great night for the Sabre Dogs. They won that one 5-0. And then on Saturday, he came back with another great start from Hunter Rubidoux. He went 7 innings, allowed just 2 earned runs as the Sabre Dogs won that game 3-2. And yesterday, things started out really well for Matt Houlihan, who was on the mound, and all of a sudden a bunch of errors started happening, and really Matt Houlihan was unable to regroup as he allowed 6 runs. Only 2 of them were earned, however, as the Sabre Dogs then allowed 8 more in the 6th inning. Cody Waters came in and struggled, and the Sabre Dogs were unable to recover from being down 14-5.
This time we ask that you please stand.
So we now have the national anthem as we then have the first pitch coming up in just a few minutes. We'll have O Canada, then the singing of America's national anthem.
Welcome Greg Demi to perform the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
So we are just about to get underway here from Corbett Field. Once again, the starting lineup for the Whiskey Jacks in hitting order will be as follows. Leading off is Cody Kale, batting second, Jace Bailey, batting third, Lucas Allen, batting fourth, Hayden Stark-Kennison, batting fifth, Thomas Alexander, batting sixth, Jackson Pokorny, batting seventh, Dawson Forcella, batting eighth, Austin Trahan, and batting ninth, Robbie Merced. As for the fielding order for the Sabre Dogs, on the mound, Marcelo Terrazas. Catching is Justin Henley. At third is Nick Mastoni. At short is Mason Dennison. At second is Josh Pano, and at first is Chauncey Callier. In the outfield, in left is Cruz Taylor. In center, Luke Quick, and in right is Wilson Rubion.
Now batting for Whiskey Jacks, #2, Cody Kale.
First pitch, up and in, 4-1, and we are underway. Game 22, home game number 13 for the Sabre Dogs. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, make it 2-0. Key series here for the Sabre Jacks as they'll try to beat a lesser opponent, quote unquote, in terms of the standings at least, as there is first strike of the game, as they would love to expand the Whiskey Jacks losing streak to 12 and get their own winning streak going. Try to reach out and touch the big sticks. in there for strike 2, even the count. So Terrazas works his way back. Wind up in the pitch. Breaking ball, foul. Down the third base line. We'll do that again. That was missed by a fraction of a second by Kale. Whiskey Jacks just batting .224 on this season. Best hitter is Hayden Kinnison Stark. He's only played in 3 games so far this season. This one hit in right field. Charging in is Rubion, and going back and making the play is Josh Pano, the second baseman. Johnson Callier was there as well. Shallow right field. Fly ball for out number 1, as that will bring up Jace Bailey. Sabre Dogs pitching has been better and took a step back yesterday after allowing 16 runs. Of course, not all of them were earned. I think 11 of them were earned yesterday. The ERA as a team went from 5.12 to 5.40. First pitch in there, strike 1. This one foul back. Marcelo not wasting any time on the mound. Sabre Dogs still looking for a couple of answers for their starting pitching. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hunter Rubido has shown flashes of greatness. 7-inning outing he had the other night was really great. Matt Houlihan started out really well and a few runs, but of course only 2 were earned. His ERA stays at 4.57. It was around there prior. I think it was actually a little bit higher. First pitch is in and hits Lucas Allen on the shoulder, so he will be granted first base. Be interesting to see what they do with Bradley Spooner moving forward, if they try to convert him into a starter or they have him start every once in a while and close as well. I feel like that might be the route that head coach Corey Thompson may go. And if so, I think that's the right decision. Got to utilize Spooner as much as you can. First pitch, breaking ball, misses for ball 1 to Hayden Stark-Kennison. As for yesterday, Cody Waters, that was just a bad day. I mean, those happen. Just got to bounce back and keep performing at the level he has. This one ripped up the middle. At the shortstop, nice flip by Dennison. They'll get 1 out, and that will be the end of the inning. So it takes 4 batters for Marcelo, and he ends up getting the most out of it. Just hitting 1 batter, no hits, no runs. We'll send it to the bottom of the first. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks scoreless. We'll be right back.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks heading to the bottom of the first. It will be Wilson Rubion leading off, Mason Dennison batting second, Cruz Taylor batting third, Johnson Callier batting cleanup, Josh Pano batting fifth, Tyler Courtney batting sixth, Justin Henley batting 7, Nick Mastoni batting 8, and Luke Quick batting at the 9. Sabre Dogs hitting, took a step back yesterday and really against the hot shots did not perform at a consistent level. They started out really hot, then kind of cooled off in their final 3 games, but first 2 games they were able to get good pitching with the good enough hitting, as they batted .234 in those 6 games versus the Hot Shots, batting .238 on the season as a whole, as the first pitch misses low to Wilson Rubion. And Rubion having himself a nice season. He's batting .333, which is second on the team in batting average. That one is grounded at the shortstop. Robin Merced throw over to first in time for out number 1. And Whiskey Jacks fielding has definitely been a area of weakness for them. I mean, what area hasn't? I mean, as of right now, things are just not going well for this ball club. However, they were able to best the Sabre Dogs back on May 25th, in which was a final of 6-4. So here is Mason Dennison. First pitch to him. Wind up in the pitch. And there's strike 1. And Mason really struggled yesterday. He was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and finished on the 7th inning. And that one, a ground ball hit on the hands just to the catcher. Throw on to first in time for Austin Trahan for out number 2. That'll bring up Cruz Taylor. Batting average back up over 300 after it dipped for a couple days. As of right now, it sits at 304. He went 1 for 3 yesterday. 24 hits and 79 tries. 24 hits is the second most on the team, and he leads the team in runs with 17. First pitch in there, strike 1. He also ties the team in strikeouts with 17, and he's second in RBI with 16. This was 8 doubles, so overall a solid season for Cruz. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside for a ball. We all knew he would be solid, consistent. He has not failed to meet expectations in his first 21 games as a Sabre Dog. So we are a third of the way through this season, and he's played in every single game. The only Sabre Dog to do that. In the air towards center field. Bailey moving to his right, and he will have the out. And that will end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Hunter Omliff. That'll send us to the top of the second. We'll be right back after these messages with Sabre Dogs Baseball. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. Marcelo Terrazas will come back to the mound for the Sabre Dogs. Allowed just a hit by pitch, and then got 3 outs in the top of the first with little to no problem with 1 strikeout. And that will bring up Thomas Alexander. They will have the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming to the plate. Whiskey Jacks trying to get their first win in 10 days as that one misses for ball 1. Next game after today here at Corbett Field will be on June 25th against these same Whiskey Jacks. That one fouled over the grandstand in the parking lot for strike 1 to even the count. So Alexander has not played a game yet against the Sabre Dogs, as that one misses for ball 2. He was able to join the team right after they took on the Sabre Dogs. He's actually played in 16 games. He's played in every single game since that Sabre Dog series. Now one in there for strike 2 to even the count. Bats .213 with 7 runs and 22 strikeouts. Second, make that third most on the team. That one hit high in the air in the infield. Mason Dennison, the shortstop, will make the play for out number 1. Now bring up Jackson Picorni. So notice if you're watching on ExpeditionLeague.tv, we have the one wide shot instead of the usual 2 cameras working with the graphics, and that's because we have Scott Kopaz working on the music tonight. We are 1 man short once again, so we apologize. Hopefully we can get everybody full staff on the 25th as that pitch is low for ball 1. Check swing, didn't go round for Jackson Picorni. This one hit in the air towards right field, and that will be in the gap for a base hit. That'll go all the way to the wall, rounding first, heading for second. And he's going to try to go for 3. The throw is in time. Nice tag by Mastoni, and he's got him. Out number 1. Beautiful throw from right field. Josh Pano made that play. So Picorni gets a double, but he's thrown out at third for out number 2. Now bring up Dawson Forchella. Not really played very well against the Sabre Dogs. Is that one in there for strike 1? He's 2 for 12 with a run and 6 strikeouts. However, he does have 3 RBI with a home run. The 0-1. In the dirt, evens the count. Sabre Dogs will come up with the 4-5-6 hitters, Chauncey Callier, Josh Pano, and Tyler Courtney. Yesterday's game went a total of 3 hours and 17 minutes. Breaking ball, ripped foul down the third base side, right in front of head coach Grant Hamilton for the Whiskey Jacks. Assistant coach, first base coach, Dusty Kearns. The reason why I mentioned the game time is mainly because it was such a huge difference from Friday and Saturday's game. Friday's game actually took right at 2 hours, which is just about the fastest baseball game I've ever seen. At least that's gone 9 innings. And then Saturday's game went 2 hours and 12 minutes. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So he goes 1-2-3 in an unconventional way as he gives up a double to Jackson Picorni, but he's gunned out at third. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. Chauncey Callier, Josh Pano, and Tyler Courtney coming up after these messages. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. We're scoreless after the top of the second. It's been a pitcher's duel so far, but it really has been a pitcher's duel every single game up until about the 4th or 5th inning. And usually the scoring starts to roll in. The heart of the order will come on through for the Sabre Dogs. Chauncey Callier, Josh Pano, Tyler Courtney, the 4-5-6 hitters. Chauncey Callier leads the team with a batting average of .395. Has a total of 32 hits out of 81 tries with 4 homers, 21 RBI, and 14 stolen bases with 10 doubles. So nothing short of fantastic. Wind up and the pitch. And that one, swing and a miss, strike 1. Yesterday, Chauncey wasn't his best day. He was 0 for 3, and he was done after the 8th inning. 0-1. That one grounded down the third baseline. Fair, long throw for the third baseman, and that one will be in time for out number 1. Nice play by Stark Kennison over there at third base.
Now back here, Sabre Dogs, second baseman number 14.
I'll bring up Josh Pano. Started out pretty well. Has kind of cooled off since. He's played in 4 games. He's 3 for 14, but he does have 6 runs. He's been able to reach via walk quite a bit. He also has 4 RBI and 2 stolen bases. So not a whole lot of hits and a lot of everything else, as that one is fouled out of play. And that one sounded like that hit a car out there in the parking lot. That makes it 0-1.
That foul ball brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust. You'll never strike out when making us.
Wind up in the pitch from Omlin. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Farsight Oil has 80 years of experience securing and delivering quality.
Take a look at Hunter Omlin's stats so far.
FarsightOil.com.
ERA is at $1.59. He's 0-1, giving up 2 earned runs and 2 starts, 11 1/3 innings. Swing and a miss, strike 3. For out number 2 for Josh Pano. Also 11 strikeouts, make that 12 now after that one. 4 walks and 10 hits.
Now back for the Sabre Dogs, designated hitter number 7, Tyler.
So Tyler Courtney comes to the plate. Has been absolutely on fire as of late. Climbing up the charts in batting average. His batting average at one point at the lowest was .034. It's now up to 184. Still trying to keep his streak going as he is now 7 for 38. First pitch misses for ball 1. DHing tonight, usually plays second base for the Sabre Dogs. He has 6 hits, rather 6 runs, and 2 stolen bases with 1 RBI on the year. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one grounded at the first baseman, Alexander. Underhand throw to the pitcher, Omlid, for out number 3. So 6 up, 6 down for Hunter Omlid. That will send us to the top of the 3rd. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks scoreless. We'll be right back after these messages on 1390 KRRZ. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Whiskey Jacks coming to the plate here on the top of the 3rd, scoreless, as Austin Trahan will come to the plate to start things off. It's the 8-9-1 hitters, first pitch. That one hit well towards left field, but there to make the play is Cruz Taylor for out number 1 near the track. He underhands that one to Mason Dennison, the shortstop, to get it in. Never seen that before. Cruz Taylor's parents in attendance here at Corbett Field.
Now batting for the Whiskey Jacks, shortstop number
They were here last night and
Robbie Merced.
Pops threw out the first pitch. Now Robbie Merced comes to the plate. First pitch to him, breaking ball ripped down the third base side fouls. He was waiting on that breaking ball and still pulled it a little bit too far. Merced batting just 2 for 11 against the Sabre Dogs with 4 strikeouts. The 0-1 pitch from Marcelo. That one in for ball one to even up the count with one out. Nobody on, no score. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch from Terrazas. They get 1 and 2. One and 2 pitch. Breaking ball, that one hit in the air towards right field, and that will be caught for out number 2 by Wilson Rubion in right field. Let's take a look at some of the scorers around the league. Fremont and Badlands about to get underway in that one. Had a little bit of a delay. That one just about to get underway. West Nebraska leads Hub City 7-0 in the top of the fourth. Spearfish and Casper scoreless still in the top of the first. That first pitch hit towards second baseman Josh Pano. Scoops it up, throwing a first in time. 1-2-3 innings. We'll have the rest of the scores after the break as Marcelo Terrazas having a fantastic start to his game. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third after the break.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Scoreless after the top of the third. Sabre Dogs coming to the plate as they will bring up Justin Henley, Nick Mastoni, and Luke Quick as they have been retired. 6 up, 6 down. Continuing on with the scores. Pier Trappers and Hastings Sodbusters are scoreless in the bottom of the fourth. And those of you just joining us, we'll go through the scores that were set in the previous half inning. Fremont and Badlands about to get underway. West Nebraska leads Hub City 7-0, and Spearfish and Casper scoreless at the top of the first. First pitch, swing and a miss from Justin Henley. Love to get Justin Henley going this season. Heck of a defensive player. Here's the 0-1. In there, strike two, and he knew it. As soon as he saw that one go through, and tapped on his chest and said, my bad, I probably should have swung at that one. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off on the outside corner, out of play down the third base side. We'll stay 0-2.
Heads up, everybody. That call ball brought to you by Miles Finance Provision Center. Call them at 718-391-99 Victoria and his crew team.
Wind up and the pitch from Hunter Omlid. Swing and a miss, strike three. Henley been retired on strikes for the 13th time this year. Hunter Omlid from Boise State plays for the Broncos. Him and his teammate Jace Bailey play for Boise State. Now bring up Nick Mastoni. First pitch. Lets that strike go past him for strike one. Mastoni, as of right now, batting 1 for 5 as he has started one game and pinched hit in 2 others. Foul back, out of play, make it 0-2. This game going by super quickly. Just a total of 1 hit so far. The pitch. Now on a grounder to the shortstop. Robbie Merced throw to first in time for out number 2. That'll bring up Luke Quick. Goes to Oklahoma. At least he will this upcoming year. He'll be a junior next season for the Sooners. And he will be a heck of an addition to the Big 12 team. Have a few players in the Big 12 from the Expedition League. First pitch to him, and there's strike one. You have Souza Paului and Ian Van Cleve from Badlands Big Sticks, both going to the University of Kansas. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one fouled high towards the third base side, and that will get out of play. Never really understood why Oklahoma and KU and some other universities, they're called the University of blank, but they go by, like for instance, for Kansas, it's the University of Kansas, but they're KU, or University of Oklahoma, it's OU. Never really understood that. Maybe I'm just too much of a simpleton. That could be it. I go to Kansas State University, so we're KSU. We go by K-State. Is that pitch in the dirt? Make it 1-2. Continue to bug Luke about the 2003 Big 12 Championship game, 35-7. That one's hit up the middle at the shortstop. Merced makes a play, throw it to first in time. Route number 3. So Hunter Omwood's still perfect as he's gone through the order once. We'll send it to the top of the 4th coming up. Still scoreless. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks blazing through this game. We're a third of the way done, and we've only been playing for 30 minutes. So get this game done in 90 minutes possibly. That means probably someone's got to score eventually, but masterpieces being performed by the respective pitchers. Marcelo Terrazas and Hunter Omwood. Terrazas back on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. He will take on the 2, 3, 4 spots for the Whiskey Jacks. Jace Bailey, Lucas Allen, and Hayden Stark-Hennison. Jace Bailey, the only Whiskey Jack to not get a hit against the Sabre Dogs that has played a game already against Surrey Valley. First pitch. In there, strike one. 0 for 10 with 5 strikeouts. This one hit into the infield. That'll be caught by Mason Dennison for out number 1. This Whiskey Jack team hitting just .207 against the Sabre Dogs. Only 5 Whiskey Jacks have a batting average over 200 against them. That brings up Lucas Allen, the only base runner of the day. Got hit by a pitch in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike one. That was on the very first pitch in the first at bat. Jackson McCorney in the second inning hit a double into right field when it went to the gap. Nice throw from Cruz Taylor to the second baseman, Josh Pano, and he gunned out the runner over at third. Stoney applied the tag. The 0-1, that one on the inside corner, but fouled out of play for strike two.
That foul ball brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust. You'll never strike out.
0-2 count coming up. 1 out, nobody on, no score in the top of the fourth. Wind up in the pitch. Terrazas can't get that one in the strike zone. That one low and away for ball one. Just more trying to bait Lucas Allen to swinging a pitch way outside the zone. 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball's in the dirt. Henley throws into the dirt, and he can't get it to Chauncey Callier in the air, and he can't handle it, so he's going to be safe at first. Not helping out the pitcher there. That'll bring up Hayden Stark-Kennison. He's 0 for 1, had a ground out in the first inning to Mason Dennison. See if the Sabre Dogs can't get a double play here. Double play ball has been their friend so far this year. They hardly ever get caught in one, mainly because they're so quick. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Lucas Allen over there at first has only 1 stolen base this year. One of 2 Whiskey Jacks have a batting average over 300. That one misses outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball. That one misses for ball 3, and it's on 3-0. Really difficult to get your mind frame in the right place after an error like that. Here's the 3-0. In there, strike 1 to find his way back. Stark-Kennison still well in control in the at-bat, however. He's 4 for 12 on the season. 3 strikeouts in 3 games. Throw over to first. Just barely missed there as the tag applied by Chauncey Callier. Lucas Allen, the base runner for Wheat City. 3-1 pitch. This one hit in the air. That one might stay in play. Henley racing over, and that will be out of play. That'll make the count full. Jackson Picorni on deck for the Whiskey Jacks. See if Terrazas can get himself out of the little mini jam that he has going on here. He's able to fight all the way back from a 3-0 count to make it full. Here's a payoff pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So strikeout number 2 of the inning, but out number 2, also a ground out, or excuse me, rather fly out. So 3 total outs, but only 2 of them count. As Lucas Allen gets to first, as a bad throw from Justin Henley over to first, and Johnson Callier probably could have come up with it, but wasn't quite able to. It was just kind of a slow throw in the dirt. Correction, this is actually Thomas Alexander coming up to the hit, and Jackson Picorni is on deck. Here's the 1-0 from Terrazas as he looks over at first. Now I'm going to throw over there. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Wilson Rubion, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Terrazas with 4 strikeouts already. One and one. Breaking ball. That one in there. Strike 2. Started down the middle and broke towards the outer portion of the plate. See if Marcelo can get out of this 4th inning. Working from the stretch. 1-2 pitch hit into left field. Charging in is Taylor, and moving out is Mason Dennison, and Dennison makes a catch for out number 3. So that'll send us to the bottom of the 4th. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks scoreless. We'll be right back here on 1390 KRRZ and ExpeditionLeague.tv.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs bring up the top of the order. Wilson Rubion, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. As Hunter Omelette perfect through his first time through the Sabre Dogs hitting order. No hits, no walks, nothing. First pitch to Wilson. In there, strike one. Trying to get a little bit of a broadcast jinx in favor of the Sabre Dogs. Usually it doesn't work that way. The 0-1. That one grounded foul. Usually the jinx just does whatever it wants. And it hardly ever is in your favor. Here's the 0-2 to Wilson Rubion. The pitch. This is low for ball one. I was calling a K-State football game last year against Kansas and talked about a defensive back and a wide receiver that was doing really well. As here's the 1-2 pitch. That one fouled out of play. Now, I mentioned the wide receiver who's doing well, and he had a bad matchup against, or he had a good matchup against K-State's poorest defensive back, and they said, watch out for this matchup right here, and he blows past him for a 60-yard touchdown. Things just do not go in my favor when it comes to broadcaster jinxes. So I'm going to try to limit those as much as I can. Here's the 1-2. That one grounded in play towards the third baseman. Stark Kennison, throw over to first. Over his head. He had to jump to make the play. And he didn't touch down on first base in time. So it'll be Rubion who ends the perfect game. But I don't know if they'll call that a hit or not. We'll see. Wait for the official scorekeeper's verdict. So that'll bring up Mason Dennison. They will call that an error. Go back to first, and that one gets away from the first baseman. He'll advance to second. Not going to make the throw. And another error advances Wilson Rubion. Like Little League, you got a guy advancing to all the bases via error. That is the second error in back-to-back plays for the Whiskey Jacks. Sabre Dogs in a 4-game series against the Whiskey Jacks. 1 game here at Corbett, 3 more in Brandon, Manitoba. As that pitch in there for strike one to Dennison. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt. And Austin Trahan makes the stop. Make it 1-1. Rubion getting his lead over at second. Cody Kale drifting towards the bag. He now backs off. Now comes back. And now Dennison wants time. Now a quick conversation on the mound between Trahan and Omelette. Let's take a look at the scores around the league while we have a little bit of time. Fremont takes a 1-0 lead against Badlands in the bottom of the first. The Pioneers blowing up the Hot Shots on the road. They lead 10-0 in the top of the fifth. Sasquatch get on board first against the Horseheads. It's 1-0 in the bottom of the first. And the Trappers lead 1-0 against the Hastings Sodbusters in the bottom of the fifth. Not quite sure what's going on here. We have a little salvage of play. The umpire writing something in his lineup sheet. Looks like we're good to go. Nothing new just occurred. Got a runner on second, 1-1 the count, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fourth, no score. Runner in scoring position for Mason Dennison. Pitch hit in right field, now dropped for the first base hit of the day. Rounding first and coming home and scoring is going to be Wilson Rubion. It's going to be a no-out double for Mason Dennison. So the Dogs are on the board first. That'll bring up Cruz Taylor, 0 for 1 with the fly out, and that was all the way back in the first inning. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it was 3 innings ago. So he now has a runner on second and an RBI opportunity for Cruz. Imagine how he does against RBI. He has 16 of those so far this year. First one misses for ball 1. And no other Sabre Dog has more than 10. Hunter Holland has the third most with 9. Chauncey Cali leads the team with 21. Here is the 1-0 pitch from Hunter Holland as he goes from the stretch, looks back at second. The delivery. In the air towards the third base side, it'll be foul into the Whiskey Jacks bullpen. Leaving the count at 1-1. Still nobody out for the Sabre Dogs. From the stretch, here's the pitch from Omelet. This one a slow grounder, that will be foul off of Cruz Taylor. Make it 1-2. Peraza's putting a jacket on in between innings here, trying to stay warm. I mean, it's pretty mild here, I would say. It's low 70s, maybe upper 60s, as the temperature's going to start dipping south as we approach the 8 o'clock hour here in Minot, North Dakota. Beautiful, historic quarter field. Breaking ball, fouled out of play. I'll keep it 1-2. This is a makeup of the May 24th rainout. Supposed to be opening day on the 24th, but ended up being some poor weather. It was very cold and rainy. Nobody wanted to be there, so they went ahead and called the game off. Here's the 1-2. That one low, that'll even the count. It's been in the lower 60s, upper 50s, and mid to upper 60s the past couple days. It's been pretty nice, but not quite what I'm used to in the middle of June in Kansas. Usually by now it's in the mid 80s and the low 90s. Here's a 2-2. Some foul once again off of Cruz Taylor, and we will stay at 2-2. Taylor's sophomore from North Georgia. The University of North Georgia, rather. Sabre Dogs have 32 men on their active roster now, as Heath Backus still dealing with his injury. He is still with the team, just not on the current active roster. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Whiskey Jacks have 27 players on their active roster. Sam Larson, who normally wears number 23, is actually being worn by Jackson McCorney. 3-2 pitch, ripped down the first baseline, just foul. Dennison still on at second, still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Sabre Dogs with a 1-0 lead thanks to an RBI double by Mason Dennison. It is Dennison's 5th double of the year and 5th RBI and 15th hit. Batting .275 coming into this game, and batting average gonna go north of that if he can possibly get one more hit. 3-2. In the air towards center field, hit well, but right at the center fielder. Tagging is Dennison, but actually he's going to fake it. And that would have been a close play, probably for the best that he stayed. So now 1 out for Chauncey Callier, who has had his fair share of RBI opportunities. He has 21 of them on the year that he's converted on, at least. As of right now, Chauncey third in the league in RBI. See if he can't get another one right here. First pitch, breaking ball, fouled back for strike one. It's only 2 hits total in this game so far. One from the Whiskey Jacks, that was by Jackson McCorney. He got gunned down at third base trying to turn it into a triple. And then Mason Dennison got the other one. He's staying there at second base right now. Dennison with 7 stolen bases on the year. He's getting his lead. Pitch. That one hit into the gap into left field for a base hit. And Dennison will stay at third as that ball was hit into shallow left field, but it'll be a single for Chauncey. That'll bring up Josh Pano. Runners on the corners with 1 out. So Hunter Omlin was perfect in his first time through the Sabre Dogs batting order, but now struggling here in the second time as Rubion got on via an error by the third baseman Stark Kennison, and then an RBI double from Mason Dennison, a fly out to Cruz Taylor, and then a single from Chauncey Callier is checking over with Chauncey at first as he leads the league in stolen bases with 14. Second most is 13. Runner goes, that one in the dirt. I'm not quite sure why Chauncey stopped. He's caught in between the base paths. I think he's trying to bait the throw home, and he gets tagged heading back for first. That was very strange. But either way, Chauncey caught in a pickle. So now runner on third with 2 outs for Josh Pano. So a gamble not successful from the Sabre Dogs. The pitch in there for strike one. First pitch to Josh Pano, 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second inning. The 1-1 pitch. That one hit up the middle, but right into the glove of Omlin. Underhanded to first, and in time, so the damage limited to just 1 run. With 1 man stranded. We'll send it to the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs lead 1-0 against the Weed City Whiskey Jacks right here on 1390 KRRZ.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs lead 1-0. RBI double from Mason Dennison gets them on the board first. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the majors. Astros and the Reds are tied at 0 in NL Central matchup. That not anymore, but used to be an NL Central matchup. Middle of the 4th in that one. Yankees lead the Rays 3-0 in the top of the 7th. Angels lead the Blue Jays after 6 innings. Mets and Braves, the top of the sixth, the Braves lead 5-3 at home. Rangers lead at home 1-0 at the end of the third as the first pitch from Marcelo. This is for ball one. Red Sox lead the Twins 1-0 in the middle of the fourth, and the Marlins and the Cardinals in the middle of the third scoreless. As that pitch misses for ball two. Jackson McCorney, the batter for the Whiskey Jacks. Right fielder. Double threw out at third. First time up. In there for strike one for Marcelo. Two-one breaking ball in there, strike two. Marcelo allowed just one hit, no walks, no earned runs with 4 strikeouts in 4 innings pitched so far. Check swing, went around, strike three. That is strikeout number 5 for Terrazas. I'll bring up Dawson Forcella, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Forcella, 9 for 43 on the year, batting .209. This one hit in the air towards the first base side. And that one gets just out of here for strike one. 5 runs, 3 doubles, 2 home runs with 8 RBI and 15 strikeouts for Forcella. No one on, 1 man down here in the top of the 5th. Playing for an hour now. Game moving very quickly. Got the first 3 innings done in 30 minutes. A 1 breaking ball in there. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Forcella did not like that call. He backs away, stands back in, and waits the 0-2 pitch. Check swing into the screen. Now keep the count at 0-2. Sabre Dogs going for their 12th win of the year. They sit at 11 wins and 10 losses. 5.5 games out of first. Here's the 0-2, and that one a little blooper into right field. Backing up is the second baseman, Josh Pano, and he'll make the play in shallow right field for out number 2. So that will bring up Austin Trahan once again, 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Trahan batting 8th. Robin Merced on deck. That will be the end of the second time through for the Whiskey Jacks hitting order. First pitch to the catcher. That one bloop into center field. And that will be caught by the sliding Luke Quick. And he's just been phenomenal out there in center field in terms of his defense. Also, not a bad offensive player either. It's the Sports Center theme goes on in the background. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Sabre Dogs lead 1-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Sabre Dogs still up 1-0 going into the bottom of the 5th, and they will take on Hunter Ahmed once again as they were able to get the better of him last inning. Had 5 hitters come to the plate. 1 got on via an error. That was Rubion led off. Then Dennison brought him home with an RBI double. He advanced to third thanks to a single from Chauncey Callier, and that ended the inning. So coming up for the Sabre Dogs is Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Nick Mastoni, the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Sabre Dogs. 2 hits as of right now for Souris Valley compared to 1 for Wheat City. These 2 teams will go at it once again tomorrow in Brandon, Manitoba, and 2 more times following that. That will bring them into the weekend where they will take on the Casper Horseheads on the road. Courtney 0 for 1 so far, grounded out to the pitcher to start things off. First pitch to him. In there, strike 1. That one in there for strike 2 on the inside corner, and Courtney doesn't like that call as he turns his head in disgust. And he will stand back in. Down on the count, 0-2. Wind up in the pitch. About 5 feet in front of the home plate there. That'll be ball 1. I don't think he's going to swing at that one. Took superior restraint from Courtney not swinging at that one. 1-2, misses up and away. Will even the count. Courtney with 7 hits this season out of 38 tries. Now Courtney wants time. 2-2. Breaking ball hit at the second baseman pretty weakly to Kale. Throw to first in time for out number 1. So Justin Henley comes to the plate, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Justin Henley, a junior out of Emmanuel College, standing at 6'1", 250 pounds. Switch hitter. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. He mainly hits righty. Occasionally go over to. He usually hits lefty, occasionally go over to the right side. Here is the 0-1 from Omlid. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Omlid working from the furthest point on the right side of the mound. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, his second strikeout of the evening. His 14th of the season. That'll bring up Nick Mastoni. 0 for 1 with the ground out to the shortstop to start things off. Looking for his second hit of the season as he's making his second start as a Sabre Dog. First pitch, misses for ball 1. It's a little bit too low. Coming up for the Whiskey Jacks will be the 9, 1 and 2 holes. It'll be Robbie Merced, Cody Kale, and Jace Bailey. Here is the 1-0. Breaking pitch. That'll be fouled back. Make it 1-1. One pitch. And that one hits Mastoni on the elbow. That had to have not felt good as he will jog over to first base. We'll see if he stays in. That got him right on the funny bone. They'll need to check him out because that did not look good. He's in a lot of pain over there at first base. Mastoni, 5'10", 175-pound freshman from St. Mary's College in California. And that could have not gotten him more square on the elbow. He had it bent out too, fully extended, and just got him in a really bad spot. he'll stay in the game for the time being. We'll see if he goes back out as he's playing third base for the Sabre Dogs this evening. So a man aboard for Luke Quick. He is 0 for 1 as of right now. He started the season wearing number 26. He had to change jerseys with Caden Caliber because that number 2 jersey is just a medium. That one is grounded up over the head of the pitcher, and touching the bag for the final out is Cody Kale, the second baseman, to end the inning. So we will head to the top of the 6th. Still just a 1-0 lead for the Sabre Dogs. We'll be right back here on 1390 KRRZ.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
1-0 lead for the Sabre Dogs as Marcelo Terrazas is coming back out for his 6th inning of work. And he will take on the 9-1-2 hitters for Wheat City. It'll be Robbie Merced, Cody Kale, and Jace Bailey. Merced comes to the plate, flying out to right field his first time up. Shortstop coming to the plate for the second time today. 2 hits for the Sabre Dogs, just 1 for the Whiskey Jacks. That one grounded foul on the third base line. Start 0-1. 3 errors already for the Whiskey Jacks, and just 1 for the Sabre Dogs. I shouldn't say just 1. An error at any time is obviously not good. That goes unsaid. That one, a fly ball in the infield. Mastoni over there making the play for out number 1. Stays in the game after taking that hit by pitch right to the elbow.
Now batting for the Whiskey Jacks, second baseman, number 2, Cody Kale.
Cody Kale comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out. Pretty much everyone's struggling so far for the Whiskey Jacks from the plate. It's in the air towards left center. Charging in is Luke Quick and Cruz Taylor. And Cruz Taylor will call off Quick in left field for out number 2. Jace Bailey comes to plate, 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. As Chris Taylor made that play, making his first start in left field of the season. You want to play center or right, where they have Quick in center and Wilson Rubion in right, as Rubion has been pretty versatile in the outfield as well. He's been all over the place as well. 0-1, now the count after that first pitch to Jace Bailey. 0-1, another little blooper. Backing up is Dennison, and racing in and making the catch is Cruz Taylor from left field, as him and Mason Dennison communicate well, and Dennison races past him. That will end the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for Terrazas. That will send us to the bottom of the 6th. Sabre Dogs lead 1-0 after this.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs lead at 1-0. We move to the bottom of the 6th. The Sabre Dogs are just hanging on by a thread so far as they will take on Wilson Rubion, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor, the 1-2-3 hitters in the order. We'll see if Sabre Dogs can get some insurance runs as Marcelo Terrazas having himself a fantastic day on the mound. So Rubion will come to the plate for the third time today. 0 for 2 with the run as he reached via an error in the 4th inning, was brought around by a RBI double from Mason Dennison. He also had a ground out in the 1st inning. So Rubion has been fantastic so far this season, batting .333, the second highest batting average on the team. And against the Whiskey Jacks, he's also been really good. 5 for 14, .357 batting average with 3 runs and 3 RBI. That is the second highest batting average on the team versus the Hot Shots. Second highest batting average versus the Hot Shots. So Omlid on for another inning of work here in the bottom of the 6th. Taking a look at his stats on the game. 5 innings, 2 hits allowed with no earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. That run was not earned because Wilson Rubion got on via an error. Rubion is actually 3-16 versus Whiskey Jack pitchers this season. His first pitch misses outside for ball 1. He has 2 runs, a double, and 2 RBI versus the Whiskey Jacks. That one ripped foul down the first base side, pulled that one. I'll even the count.
Need some tasty snacks? Check out the Dakota Square Tesoro. And be sure to like the Dakota Square Tesoro page on Facebook.
Ben Bennett thought about making that play, decided to hold off as first base coach for the Sabre Dogs. That one in the dirt for ball 2. Brock Bauckham, the third base coach for the Sabre Dogs. Justin Mulvaney, the pitching coach. And head coach Corey Thompson. Back at it again for the 22nd time this season. Here's 2-1. Ripped down the first base side. That one also foul. That one didn't miss by much. That was a line drive, as Alexander, the first baseman, was unable to get to that one. Got a few players over there in the bullpen for the Sabre Dogs. Not a whole lot of movement, just a few guys stretching. Here's a 2-2. Hit into center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Wilson gets a hit once again. He's been fantastic this season. And speaking of which, that'll bring a Mason Dennison RBI double his second time up. He's left stranded on third base as they tried a double steal with Chauncey Callier. Callier kind of stopped in the middle of the base path and started to retreat towards first base, and the Whiskey Jacks didn't bite. Here is the first pitch to Mason as he looks over at second base. Mason, the sophomore from University of West Florida, sitting at 6'4". That one misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch as Omlid works from the stretch. Check swing. That one in there for strike, even the count. Only gonna throw over to first. That one gets past the first baseman again. Running down to second safely will be Rubion. He's gonna head for third as that one gets all the way into right field, almost towards the dugout. So Rubion advances to third base via a throwing error by Hunter Omlid. Error number 4 by Wheat City. And that will give an RBI chance for Denison. A chance to get a sac fly or even better, a base hit, and that'll easily bring home the runner. Sabre Dogs looking for some insurance runs here. Here is the 1-0. That one ripped down the first base side. That one foul as well. Keeps putting it in that spot. It's now 1-2. Cruz Taylor is on deck for the Sabre Dogs with Chauncey Callier in the hole. Nobody out. Runner on third. Sabre Dogs lead 1-0. Grounded foul down the third base side this time. Take a look at some scores around the league. Badlands and Fremont tied at 2 in the bottom of the third as Big Sticks took the lead temporarily. We were able to tie it back up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one in there, strike 3 for out number 1. Pioneers continue to expand their lead against the Hot Shots, 13-0 in the top of the 6th. Horseheads lead the Sasquatch 2-1 in the top of the 3rd, and Hastings leads Pierre 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Cruz is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to center field. Wind up in the pitch from Omelet. In there for strike 1. Terrazas trying to stay loose over there in the Sabre Dogs dugout. Has his jacket on, kind of pacing around. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Been kind of clapping and cheering on the team with the music. Trying to keep his mind clear. Some high fives to some of his players as he has been nothing short of phenomenal here this evening in his first start as a Sabre Dog. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Taylor. That one ripped down the third base side foul. And Taylor now down the count 0-2 as that one just behind third base coach Brock Baucom. Whiskey Jacks team ERA just a shade north of 560 as a team. 0-2 just misses outside, a little bit low as well, make it 1-2. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Swinging a pitch at his eyeballs. That was a fastball that blew past him. So 2 strikeouts for Omelet, and 2 retired with a runner on third still, with Chauncey Callier coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2. See if he can get his 22nd RBI of the year here. Wind up in the pitch from Omelet. In there, strike 1. Coming up for the Whiskey Jacks will be the 3-4-5 hitters: Lucas Allen, Hayden Stark-Kinnison, and Thomas Alexander. The 0-1. Check swing. That one misses upstairs. Evens the count at 1-1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 makes the count 1-2 for Chauncey. See if Callier can get another multi-hit day under his belt. Now stepping off is Omelet as Rubion did a little fake steal home there. Just kind of stuttered his feet, took a few steps forward. This one hit in the air towards center field. Backing up is Bailey, and that will be caught at the track near the wall. No one's ever hit a home run to dead center field yet this season. Almost got one there, and that will end the inning. Sabre Dogs still in control, but not by much. It's a 1-0 lead for the Sabre Dogs going into the top of the 7th. We'll be right back after these messages.
iHeartRadio.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Sabre Dogs still in control, 1-0 as we enter the top of the 7th, and Marcelo back on the mound once again for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch from DeRozas, that one in there, strike one to the Wheat City hitter, Lucas Allen, batting third and DHing. One pitch hitting to left field. Over there is Cruz Taylor, who'll make the catch for out number 1. And Cruz has been so reliable with his defense. A lot of credit for his offense given from his teammates, and his statistics show it, but he has been absolutely flawless out there in the outfield for the Sabre Dogs this season. Wherever you put him, center, right, left, doesn't matter. Confidently makes every single play. He's made some great throws as well. This one waited on, hit into center field for a base hit on the first pitch by Hayden Stark-Kennison. Batting .333 this year for the Whiskey Jacks, and that is the second hit of the night for Wheat City. Coming to the plate now is Thomas Alexander. Batting .213 on the season. His first game against the Sabre Dogs, he is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to Mason Dennison. Stark-Kennison gets his lead. That one in there, strike one. Here's the 0 pitch. Hit well towards left field, and once again, Cruz Taylor will make the play. Didn't have to move much there. And runner will stay at first. So now 2 outs for Jackson Picorni. McCorney is 1 for 2 with a double. Got gunned out at third base by Josh Pano, and also struck out in the 5th inning. First pitch in there, strike one. Marcelo doing a fantastic job of getting ahead in the counts here this evening. It's his Sabre Dogs debut, and if they can get a good outing from him every 4 or 5 days, this team will be golden. The 0-1. In there for strike two. Unfortunately, there is a lot of starts to be spread out between a lot of guys, so it'll be interesting to see how head coach Corey Thompson divides out the starts this season. It's all about experimenting and trying out new guys. Here's the 0-2. That one grounded foul down the first base side. Dusty Kearns, the first base coach, makes a nice one-handed play. So it's now 0-2. 2 down, runner on first. Here in the top of the 7th, Sabre Dogs still in control with a 1-0 lead. Oh-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, got him. So through 7 innings, just 2 hits and 6 strikeouts, so no walks and no earned runs. That'll send us to the bottom of the 7th as we will stretch it out. We'll be right back after these messages. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. 1-0 lead for the Sabre Dogs as now Josh Payno, Tyler Courtney, and Justin Henley will come up for the Sabre Dogs. Will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. We have a new pitcher. Wait, no, we don't. Never mind. Just unable to see the jersey there. That's my mistake. Is Omlid out for 7th inning of work. First pitch. This is low for ball 1. And why would they take him out? He's been pitching so well. As of right now, 6 innings, 3 hits. No earned runs, but 1 run given up with no walks and 5 strikeouts. It has been the biggest pitcher's duel so far of the season. This one hit towards right field, foul. The reason why I say that, you could argue that possibly it was Saturday night, but that game was 3-2. It's still 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. And also on that game, we had both pitchers go 7 innings. Possibly could see Terrazas come out in the 8th. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Make it 1-2 for Payno. 0 for 2 on the day, 3 for 14 on the year with 4 RBI. Here's a windup in the pitch from Omlid. Foul back. And that will keep it at 1-2. Payno stays alive. And it will be, once again, it'll be Tyler Courtney on deck. The DH for the Sabre Dogs. One-two pitch. That one foul back into the glove of, or not, missed the glove of Payno, so he stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Omlid once again working from the windup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Payno down on strike for the 2nd time today, but he's going to reach first. Strahan was unable to come up with the ball. It goes through his legs. It's a fortunate break for the Sabre Dogs. Runner on first now with Tyler Courtney coming to plate. Here is the first pitch in the dirt. Ball 1 to Courtney.
Once again, fans, Courtney Field is a no smoking, vaping, or e-cigarette facility.
Throw back to first. Check up on the runner, Josh Payno. Reached safely thanks to a strikeout. And it went through the legs of Austin Trahan. Another throwback. 4 errors so far by the Whiskey Jacks. 2 of them have come off of pickoff plays. Runner goes. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Throw on a second. A little too high. And that will be steal number 3 on the season for Payno. Here comes a 2-0 for Tyler Courtney. Justin Henley on deck. Now laying down the bunt is Courtney. This is a good one. Over to the pitcher. Throw to first in time. Throw was a little bit high. Never know with some of these throws to first base from Hunter Omlid. But the runner advances to third. And that will bring up Henley with one out. Runner on third.
Running for Sabre Dogs pitcher number 24, Justin Henley.
Henley 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts as he's trying to keep his batting average above 100 at the moment. It's at 106 coming into today, but he's 0 for 2. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one, as he's been getting a lot of pitches low from Omlin. Henley 5 hits and 47 tries with 6 runs and 2 RBI with a stolen base. Got his first stolen base yesterday. 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. And once again, Henley behind in the count. He has not had a ball thrown his way yet tonight. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, try to get him to chase. And Henley gets his first ball of the game. Pano still over at third. One and two. Hit up the middle to the shortstop. Merced, they'll get the job done. It'll be an RBI ground out for Justin Henley as Pano is the second run of the game. So that'll bring up Nick Mastoni. Got beamed his last time up. It was right on his elbow. He showed signs of a lot of pain, but he stayed in the game. Freshman from St. Mary's, California. First pitch in there, strike one. Tough kid. See if he can't get his second hit of the year right here. Sabre Dogs now lead at 2-0 with just 3 hits. Casey Jacks with just 2. Breaking pitch hit at the second baseman. Kale looked like he was about to get ready to lunge into a jump, but it turns out he didn't need to. So that'll send us to the top of the 8th. And we'll see if Marcelo goes back out. And we'll actually just wait until the next half inning. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Marcelo Terrazas coming out for his 8th inning of work. See if he can't be the first Sabre Dog to finish 8 full innings, as he will face the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Whiskey Jacks: Dawson Porchella, Austin Trahan, and Robbie Merced. Sabre Dogs fans, make sure to come out for the Fan Fest on July 15th, as they have the Home Run Derby with tons of food, fun, and all sorts of festivities going on the 15th. And then on the 16th, come out for the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game. Hopefully we'll get some Sabre Dogs in this year, have quite a few that'll make an argument. First pitch to Forchella, hit into left field, hit well, drifting foul, and that will be just barely over the fence, and Cruz Taylor made a leaping effort to try to snag it over the fence, but it was just out of his reach. Make it 0-1. Good hustle and effort by Cruz Taylor. Bottom three hitters are 0 for 6 so far today, with 5 flyouts. That breaking ball misses up and in for ball 1, even up the count. 1-1 pitch, misses inside for ball 2, just a hair. Whiskey Jacks still in their 3rd time through the hitting order. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit into left field, base hit. That'll be the 3rd hit for the Whiskey Jacks of the day, and that was a beautifully timed hit by Forcella. Ripped it right into left field. Waited on it and pulled it perfectly. That'll bring up Austin Trahan, the catcher. As the tying runner comes to the plate. Trahan, 1 home run this year. First pitch in there for strike 1. He also has 4 RBI, but just 7 hits on the year as he's batting 163. Lowest batting average amongst the hitters for Whiskey Jacks today. Breaking ball that is hit foul. He's over there making plays. Mastoni. Make the count 0-2. See if Terrazas can get something going here. Double play would be really nice. Terrazas already with 6 strikeouts. Throw back over to first, checking up on Forcella. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Marcelo. Check swing, fouled back out of play. Robbie Merced on deck for the Whiskey Jacks, the 9-hitter. Got 6 guys over there in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. No one warming up at the moment. And that one's going to hit the batter, and that will put runners on first and second. First time today that the Whiskey Jacks have had multiple base runners. Unless he gets things going here, he will probably be done here shortly. So now the leading runner comes to the plate. Robbie Merced is 0 for 2 as of right now. And now he got a couple guys coming back from the bullpen and a couple guys, or he got one guy going to the bullpen. It is Josh Mancuso and George Loxterkamp. We also have one more guy coming back from the bullpen as we have a mound meeting with pitching coach Justin Mulvaney. Reminder that coming up tomorrow, Sabre Dogs will take on the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. That game will be at 7:05 Central Time, and all games this week will be at 7:05. That will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then coming up this weekend, a weekend series in Casper. Game on Friday will be at 7:35, as well as Saturday, and the game on Sunday will be at 5:35. All games are Central Time. Terrazas will stay on the mound for the time being with Dawson Forcella on at second, reached via a base hit, and Austin Trahan got on via a hit by pitch. Chilly night here in Minot, North Dakota. Beautiful historic Corbett Field. Here's a bunt down to the pitcher Terrazas. This is one really good down the third base side. And he gets past Josh Pano into right field, and that will score a run. So now just a 2-1 game, as that was a perfect bunt down the third base side. Terrazas made the play, threw it wide of Pano. That will give the Whiskey Jacks their first run of the day, and it is a 1-run game.
Now batting for the Whiskey
And runners on the
Jacks,
corners. It'll
second
be
baseman,
E1.
Cody Kale.
As it'll be Cody Kale's 4th plate appearance. He's 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a ground out. That's another bunt down the first base side this time. And Callier has a tough time getting it. Throw over to first. Will be in time. He tried tagging the runner with his glove hand, but he had the ball in his throwing hand, and he just underhanded it to Pano, and is now a tied game. So a sacrifice RBI suicide squeeze bunt from Cody Kale is successful.
Now batting for the Whiskey Jacks, center fielder number 22, Jace Bailey.
First pitch. That one misses for ball 1. So Merced is on its second. Only runner now for Weed City as we have a brand new ball game. Is that pitch in the dirt? Runner's going to try to advance Henley. Not going to make the throw. That will be a passed ball that will advance Merced into scoring position with 1 out. So they could get the lead here with a sacrifice fly. As now what went from possibly a win for Terrazas could possibly turn into a loss or at least a no decision. Unless the Sabre Dogs come back and take the lead in the 8th and he comes out in the 9th. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one misses up and in, but Bailey takes a crack at it. Unsuccessful. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 flyouts. Infield playing in here. See if they might bunt again. That one hit in the air towards left field. Taylor coming in, and he'll make the catch. And we'll give it to Pano. Hand it off to him, who makes the throw. Excuse me, rather Dennison, who makes the throw. That's kind of interesting. Instead of Taylor making the throw, he handed it off to Dennison, and he brought it in. So that was now 2 down after the shallow fly ball out for Chase Bailey. That'll bring up Lucas Allen. 0 for 2, hit by pitch, a strikeout, advanced to first, was stranded there, and a fly out. This one is hit towards right field, and that will be out of play. So it was off of the foul pole, or excuse me, not the foul pole, the light pole, and came back in play. And Dusty Kearns tried to make the catch. He had a nice play earlier, unable to make the catch there. It was now 0-1 to Lucas Allen, the designated hitter. This one hit at the shortstop Dennison. From the knee, makes a play, throw to first in time, and that will end the inning. But the damage has been done. It is now a tied ball game here at Corbett Field. We'll send it to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be 9-1-2 with Luke Quick, Wilson Rubion, and Mason Dennison. We'll be right back after these messages with more Sabre Dogs baseball. 1390 KRRZ.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks now tied at 2 as Wheat City was able to get 2 runs in the top of the 8th. A single by Forcelli came around to score as Trahan was the other scorer. So it will be a new pitcher, Brandon Thomas, coming in for the Whiskey Jacks, as he will face Luke Quick, Wilson Rubion, and Mason Dennison. Luke Quick has been on a bit of a cold streak here as he started with hits in his first 2 games and hasn't had a hit since then. And what a time it would be for him to get his first hit since his second game as a Sabre Dog. As right now, Sabre Dogs need to get a little bit of a rally going. They want to come out with the win. As Weed City trying to come back here. Quick is over 2 with a ground out and another ground out. Here's a first pitch to the center fielder. That one misses low for ball 1. Thomas has 1 inning under his belt, just 1 game, 1 strikeout, no earned runs with no walks, no hits. This one fouled back, make the count even. Sabre Dogs trying to get their first win against Weed City here at home. 3-1 against the Whiskey Jacks on the season, 3-0 on the road. Series 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Here is the first pitch, the third pitch of the at-bat. That one misses for ball 2 on the outside edge. Here comes the 2-1. Hit in the air towards the third baseman. And that one will just get foul. And I think that might have hit rather the mustard or the ketchup over there in the third base oasis. So we're all tied up at 2 runs apiece with 3 hits for both teams. Here's the 2-2. Hit towards left field. Hit that one a little bit too well as he tried to get under it and bloop it into left field, and unsuccessful as he's now 0 for 3 on the day with a fly out to left field. And that will bring up Wilson Rubion. Those of you just joining us, Whiskey Jacks are 5-16 on a 9-game losing streak. Looking to snap that here as the Sabre Dogs had a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. And the Whiskey Jacks responded with 2 runs of their own to tie the game. Breaking pitch, way outside, ball 1 to Rubion. He had a base hit in the 6th inning and scored in the 4th. Here's the 1-0. Another outside ball. Mason Dennison on deck for the Sabre Dogs. Wind up in the pitch. That one in for a strike, but once again on the outside corner. Sun's starting to set here at Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. 7 minutes till the top of the hour. That one hit into the air, out of play. Even the count at 2-2. That one will end up in the parking lot somewhere. 1 out, nobody on here for the Sabre Dogs. Trying to take the lead after they've had it for the whole game. Gave it up in 1/2 inning. The 2-2. So bloop into left field. Once again, it'll be Forcelli, the left fielder, making the play for out number 2. Dennison comes to the plate. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI double in the 4th, a strikeout and a ground out also. Dennison batting .275 coming into today's game. 4 for 12 against the Whiskey Jacks and 7 for 24 against the Hot Shots. Played in 6 of the 7 games between the 2 teams this season. First pitch to him. Down grounded foul down the third base side for strike 1. The 1 pitch. Big cut. Got a piece of it. Just a foul ball. Make it 0-2. Thomas trying to go 1-2-3 for the Whiskey Jacks on the mound for his first inning of work. As Omlid finishes with 7 innings of flawless work. That one hit to left field. Base hit number 2 of the day for Mason Dennison. And he will be on first with Cruz Taylor coming to the plate, who is due for a hit. He's 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Four hits for the Sabre Dogs, 3 for the Whiskey Jacks. Go over to first is Thomas as he works from the stretch for the first time today. Runner goes, that one misses up high. Double pump throw down to second, not in time. As Merced was not ready for the steal. And that is stolen base number 8 on the year for Mason. Now runner in scoring position, so one swing of the bat can take the lead for the Sabre Dogs. Being run on at second. Here is the 1-0 pitch from Cruz Taylor as Thomas sets and delivers. That one in there for strike 2 on the inside edge to even the count. That one borderline. 2 umpires doing a solid job so far this evening. Not really any complaints from either team so far. Here's a 1-1 to Taylor. Outside, ball 2. Sabre Dogs trying to get some ground on the Badlands Big Sticks in the Lewis division. Big Sticks lead 6-2 against the Fremont Moo in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, big cut there, strike 2 evens the count. West Nebraska leads 16-2 against the Upcity Hotshots in the bottom of the 7th. And the Casper Horseheads lead the Spearfish Sasquatch 5-3 in the bottom of the 4th. The Sodbusters and the Trappers are already done as Hastings won 4-1. That game finished in 2 hours and 15 minutes as it started at 6:35 from Duncan Field in Hastings, Nebraska. Sabre Dogs will be down there in late July as part of a 10-game road trip. They'll be against Fremont, West Nebraska, and Hastings. Runner goes, sits and hit well towards right field. Backing up is McCorney, and that one is out of here! 2-run home run for Cruz Taylor, and the Sabre Dogs lead 4-2. Home run number 4 of the season for Cruz. And what a big-time play that is with his parents in attendance. This crowd is electric as they got together and on short notice. This is a makeup game from opening day, and they come out and shown out pretty well here this evening. So that'll bring up Chauncey Callier. Expect a swing here on the first pitch. Not just because it's Chauncey Callier, but the fact that usually that's, yep, he a swing and a miss. Not a foul, excuse me, not a swing and a miss, it was foul back for strike 1. That is Cruz's dad over there cheersing with one of the season ticket holders. This is a great sight to see. Proud dad there. Father's Day was yesterday. And Chauncey Callier was just hit. I don't know if that one hit the side of his face or his shoulder, but either way, he'll get first base. That'll bring up Josh Pano. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, but he reached safely in the 7th inning as the strikeout went through the legs of the catcher Austin Trahan as he advanced to first. stole second, advanced to third on a fielder's choice, and scored thanks to an RBI groundout from Justin Henley. Quick mound visit from head coach Grant Hamilton gives the man of the bullpen some extra time to warm up. And as for the Sabre Dogs, got a couple guys warming up, including Jace Mapston. You can see him from a mile away with his red sleeve. See if he can't get save number 4 on the season, which would lead the team if he were able to get it done here today. Mapson has 1 start on the year, 5 games he has pitched in with an ERA of 1.5. He's allowed just 2 earned runs with 15 strikeouts. 5 walks, 4 hits, 11.25 strikeouts per 9 innings. So Thomas will stay in for the time being, as that will bring up Josh Payno, the 5-hitter for the Sabre Dogs. Runner on first, 2 outs in the the bottom of the 8th. First pitch, up and in for ball 1. Those of you just joining us, Sabre Dogs had a 2-0 lead in the bottom of 7th, and the Whiskey Jacks got all the deficit back in 1 foul swoop in the top of the 8th. Tied the game, and the Sabre Dogs took the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. As that throw back to first was a little bit high, but no tag applied. Here's the 1-0. That one inside, throw back down to first. Close, but in there safely is Chauncey. Callier was caught stealing in the 4th inning. It was all part of what was supposed to be a double steal, but unable to get anything was Mason Dennison. Wasn't able to get the Whiskey Jacks to bite at the bait. Here's a 2-0. This one hit in the center field, and that will be caught for the final out. But the Sabre Dogs get 2 to take the lead as we move on to the top of the 9th. Sabre Dogs lead 4-2. We'll be right back after these messages for more Sabre Dogs baseball.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
It'll be Jace Mapson coming on for the save opportunity, and you can bet that Jace Mapson's going to come out fired up and ready to unleash his best stuff. He comes off of a save in his last time out with 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. That was on Saturday. Let's see if the Sabre Dogs can't get their 12th win of the season with a 2-run lead in the top of the 9th. That's coming up for the Whiskey Jacks. Will be the heart of the order. Hayden Stark-Kennison, Thomas Alexander, and Jackson McCorney, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Hayden Stark-Kennison has one of the team's 3 hits. Come to the plate 3 times today with a strikeout, a ground out, and a single. Mapson having a heck of a season, to say the least, as Marcelo Terrazas is done for the day. He is the first Sabre Dog to complete 8 innings pitched, and he does it on his opening night. 8 innings pitched with no walks, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, and 6 Ks. What a first start for Marcelo Terrazas. All right, let's see if Mapson can get it done once again, looking for his 4th save of the year. He is in his 6th game. He has started once, and he has come into middle relief once. has 12 innings under his belt so far this season, has been almost perfect. First pitch, misses upstairs for ball one. Fastball up in the 90s. Here's a 1-0. Hit towards center field, and that will be caught by Luke Quick, who makes another diving play. Oh my goodness, what a fielder he is. He had a diving play earlier in the game. Back in the fifth inning, he made a sliding play. This one, he lays out and catches the ball not more than 3 inches off the ground. It's absolutely phenomenal. So 1 down, 2 to go for Mapston. Pinch hitter will be Keegan Schultz.
Now batting for Whiskey Jacks, pinch hitter number 30, Keegan Schultz.
First pitch, upstairs for ball one, as Schultz coming into this game is 4 for 13 against the Sabre Dogs with 2 runs and an RBI. And on the year, he is batting .286, the third highest batting average on the team. Breaking ball in there for strike 1 to even the count with 1 away, nobody out. Or rather, nobody on with 1 out. 1-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. Two and 1 pitch. That one misses low and in for ball 3. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Make the count full.
That was the lucky strike brought to you by Rookwood.
Got some antics going on in the dugout. Have some cups being gummed to the head of Ace the mascot as this one hit towards right field, and that'll be caught for out number 2. So that'll bring up Jackson Picorni. 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and the double back in the second inning. He's gunned out at third base. Been playing for 2 hours and 2 minutes, so this one quickly gets done. It'll be the second fastest game of the year, and that one misses inside for ball 1. Prior to this homestand, the quickest game was in a little over 2.5 hours. We have had 3 blazing fast games in the series and 1 very slow game, which was last night, 3 hours and 20 minutes. 1-0 pitch, hit at the shortstop, and that'll be caught for out number 3. Sabre Dogs win. Final score, 4-2, as Marcelo Terrazas with the win, and Jace Mapston gets the save. We'll be right back with an interview from Marcelo Terrazas and stats from today's game. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Sabre Dogs win. Final score 4-2, and the Sabre Dogs are now 12-10 on the season. We have a interview with Marcelo Terrazas coming up here in just a minute. Let's take a look at today's stats. First off, we'll start with the Whiskey Jacks. Cody Kale was 0 for 4 with an RBI. Jace Bailey was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Allen, batting third, was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Hayden Stark Kinnison was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Thomas Alexander was 0 for 4. 0 for 3. Keegan Schultz was 0 for 1. Jackson McCorney was 1 for 3 with a double and 2 strikeouts. Dawson Forcello, 1 for 3 with a run and a strikeout. Austin Trahan, 0 for 2 with a run. And Robbie Merced was 0 for 3. Hunter Omled, 7 innings, no walks, 3 hits, no earned runs. Brandon Thomas got the loss. 1 inning pitched with no walks and 2 hits. 2 earned runs for Brandon Thomas. We'll be right back. I'll have Marcelo coming up right after these messages.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
Back with Marcelo, and he went out and came out and just dominated his first time as a Sabre Dog. 8 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. How you feeling?
Tired.
I would imagine. You had an outing in February with your school. You went 10 innings.
Yeah.
What was that like compared to today?
Oh, that was. I feel like today was more intense because it was a lot closer game. And it was great to be back with all the fans, definitely. They just made it more fun.
What's it like pitching in the Expedition League? It's a little bit different, isn't it, than pitching in college?
I think it's a great time. It's more laid back, but you still want to do good. And it's just a great time all around.
I mean, when you go 8 innings and get 6 strikeouts and no walks, I'd be having a fun time too, for sure. So have you gotten a chance to meet some of your teammates here?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Not everyone, because I just got here like 3 days ago. But the guys that I met, they're definitely great. Different teams than last year. But I'm so happy to have some of the returners.
What's the kind of camaraderie that you've sensed from the team so far?
Oh, we're all just picking each other up, definitely. Like, as you guys can tell, like in the bottom of the 8th, they didn't let me down.
You're having a lot of fun out there and get the win 4-2 here with Marcelo. Had a fantastic day, got the win, 8 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, and 2 runs. So you were in the 8th inning and struggling just a little bit, trying to get some stretch towards the end.
Yeah.
What was going through your head trying to finish the 8th inning up there?
I was just like, oh my God, I cannot blow this lead. And then I ended up blowing it. But good thing it just stayed up at a tie, and I still gave my team an opportunity to come back and win.
Yeah, for sure. What's it like having the kind of run support that you got there in the 9th?
Oh, it was great, definitely. It was just a lot of... I was able to breathe again because I didn't want that no decision. I don't want that L. I'm just happy we all came out with the dub.
All right. Thanks, Marcel. Appreciate your time. And great job today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and training camp today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
iHeartRadio.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Sabre Dogs win it 4-2. Our final score. Sabre Dogs get 5 hits and give up 2 errors. As for the Whiskey Jacks, they get 3 hits and allow 4 errors. Let's take a look at some of the stats for the Sabre Dogs. These are unofficial stats that I'm about to read off here. So leading off was Wilson Rubion. He went 1 for 4 with a run. Mason Dennison was 2 for 4 with an RBI double. Also had a run with a strikeout and a stolen base. Cruz Taylor was 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI home run. Also struck out once and, of course, scored a run. Chauncey Callier was 1 for 3 with a single. Josh Pano was 0 for 4 with a run and 2 strikeouts with a stolen base. And the bottom portion of the order struggled today as Tyler Corney went 0 for 3. Justin Henley went 0 for 3 with an RBI. Nick Mastoni went 0 for 2, and Luke Quick went 0 for 3. So Marcelo Terrazas once again gets the win. 8 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. He has the longest outing from a Sabre Dog starting pitcher, and it's his first go. So definitely going to be a great addition to the order, to say the least. Jason Mabson comes in and shuts the door. 1 inning save. No strikeouts, no walks, no hits, no earned runs. 3 flyouts to end the game. So the next broadcast at home will be on June 25th, but we will be with you tomorrow for the game versus the Whiskey Jacks in Brandon, Manitoba. So until tomorrow, this has been Jared Sleppy, my producer Scott Kopaz, signing off. Thanks for listening, everybody.